So at this stage of my bike project, I have the rear swing arm made up and tacked together. It was easy enough to tack this together because it's small enough, but for the main part of my frame, I decided I was going to make a jig. So I'm just starting here. I found a piece of a girder lying out in the yard there, which is fairly straight. So I welded on these two bits of flat here. So basically what I have is a flat surface, square surface to build up the base of my frame to start with. And then what I'm planning on doing is from here up I'm going to weld on a piece of box straight so I can make sure that this is in the centre when I go to put the frame together. So I've welded on pieces of waste box I had lying around the place there onto the flat there. These are basically the width of my frame, so they should hold in place and they're tacked there. So they just slide in there on both sides, just like that, and I have the length marked out as well, so that'll help me when I'm going to tack it later on. Here's the piece of pipe that I was talking about tacking in, and that there, it's just the centre roughly, well it's accurately where this is going to be placed. So I just have this tacked on just in position here, a small tack, so I'll be easy to break it off after and clean it up. This pipe it's square in both directions, and it's also square here. This piece that I've tacked on, that's the column that the bolt is going to go through to hold on the front suspension. Also the angle here is the correct angle for there. I just started to manufacture the pieces that go in here, so I'm just lining them up with the line here on the base. I'm making the notches now, so that's to both sides, and then I'm going to make the notches or the joints for here. So as you can see, I have the front stays here, the curved ones, have them tacked in place and they're notched, and I have these lower bars here that are made on there. I have them notched. So I just noticed that I just need to take a little bit more out for the notch to be perfect. So I'm just going to break these tacks and just do that. As you can see, the joins are perfect. These joints here with the MIG welder, just tacked them in place, and now I'm moving on to the back part of the frame where the rear swing arm joins it. So I just have to tack these in place, and this effectively is the hinge. So this is going to be separate to these two. It's going to be joined to the rear swing arm down here. So I'm just going to tack them in and start making up the hinge part of the swing arm. Tack these two places, these two pipes in place for the hinge part. So I have a pipe running at the back here with a magnet holding it down, so I have it square and I'm going to tack it. So I'm just going to tack it there now. So while I was tacking it, I just held them there so that when I had them welded, they pull a small way. I just held them in place so that they'd stay where they should be, up against the bar at the back here. So I have the hinge mechanism made up there for the rear swing arm there now. So now I'm going to start to fabricate these curves here. So I'm just going to start making the notches and shape. Now I'm just going to talk about this bar here for the seat and tank. Originally I planned to go with a white piece here, but when I had all this tacked up here, I kind of decided I was going to put a straight bar across here, and then just put in a straight bar going across there, nice and tidier and a bit sweeter looking than having a big wide piece of pipe kind of, because it'll be tidier for the seat when I make it as well. So that's the plan there. Just going to tack that in now, and that's it. The frame is tacked. So here we have it. The main part of my frame, I have it welded up. I have the criteria met for the arc welding. I welded that with the arc, and that with the arc, and the rest of it I welded it with the MIG. So that's finished there now. Now I'm going on to my rear swing arm here, so I'm going to weld that with the TIG welder, and I'm going to leave this weld here for the gas, the oxyacetylene, the 40mm requirement that we need for that, and the rest of this is going to be done with the TIG. The full frame is now fully welded. I have all the rear swing arm TIG welded except for this area here. I used the MIG welder because I found it hard to get the TIG torch ceramic in around there, so I just MIG welded that area. So that's finished. I just have to weld them gussets there and there, but I'm going to do them with the gas, maybe the oxyacetylene. So that's her welded up.